People, this is your host Gabriel Phoenix, and welcome to another action-packed day. I'm glad to have you guys all around here. It's gonna be another great one. Well, you know what time it is. You know it. Time to hit the clip.
Free to enter the wonderful world
All right,
now.
you beautiful people, welcome back. Welcome, man. And we're gonna have such a great stream for you today. So we're gonna be talking about pushing frontline, how to keep your frontline, how to keep conquesting when you do push the enemy line of the scrimmage. Here in Yorick, we're able to break the line barrier of Thunder. So we were able to capture a city they own here. Plus, we were able to push right here and capture the city. And we are moving to block out that dock right there. Woo! Look at that army. Look at that army, people. Talking about hard work. My alliance is always up and running. So we're trying to eliminate their axes on the cracking gate here. So that way they can't come back. And then we're pushing two sides. We're pushing left and right. No way that Thunder will be able to protect the right side because that whole area is blockaded by, yep, you guessed it, they're blocked by the 1st Legion. And man, we are going to be going in there. It's going to be nice. It's going to be wonderful. And pretty much there's nothing they're going to do. We're going to go on ahead and keep conquering. It's time for a little bit payback of constantly beat down. It's time to show them what we're really made of. So we're just gonna keep pushing on here, and we're gonna keep going. Boop. And we're gonna try to capture our first prisoner here of the day. We're gonna pass through the city. We're gonna eliminate this tile here. And we are definitely gonna keep going forward. Man, that's a lot of tile there, Zygarde. Is this all him? Yeah, this is all him. Look at that, 7s, 7 5s, 6. We're gonna definitely get rid of all those. And then we're gonna keep going forward. And keep going forward from here. Oh, and then of course, that's our grand prize right there. That's the second in command of Thunder, Lorraine. Oh yeah, definitely gonna enjoy that one. That one is a lot of fun. Oh, kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, kitty, kitty. And right after we go up to Lorraine, we're gonna take it right to the butt. I can't make this thing up. The city literally is called Butts. We're gonna go, we're gonna take it right to the butt. Comedy best served, people. Comedy best served. Right there, right there. Meanwhile, while we're doing that, here comes another gift code. Bam! Get it while it's hot, folks. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's gonna be amazing. Look at that gift code right there. I'm thinking about making it a little bit more prettier. I don't know. Right now it looks pretty good. Maybe do something like a moving icon. I don't know. We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna make it a little bit better. So let's get down to it. So here we have 2 more cities. I believe we got it all the way to 50,000. So we made it right there. We're 1 city away from 50 cities, which is a really great accomplishment. We are really hammering it all. We are going at 100% speed. And it's just something that's so enjoyable that when you are pushing the front line. So let's say you go, hey, Gabriel, like, I'm having troubles getting through the enemy. Well, yesterday we talked about pummeling, right? So when you pummel, you're supposed to keep pushing forward, get rid of all their tiles, making sure they cannot recover or be able to send their troops to those tiles, because you don't want them all collecting on a tile and be able to come back and then ruining your parade, because with that, you know, you're gonna have a lot of trouble trying to keep your line of scrimmage, and you always want to be able to keep your line of scrimmage. What is a line of scrimmage? Line of scrimmage is it's a term in football we use a lot, but it's also a term in war. When you are doing a point of access from where you're gonna hold your line if the defenders push. Like here, if the defenders came and they were able to hold off here, we would have to build a blockade here, around here, to defend that line of scrimmage. So that way the enemy cannot push. Like we talked yesterday, you need to be able to set up multiple people in one tile, just in case you get a powerhouse, you're able to reduce their strength. If they have to go far away where there's nothing to be mobilized, then their morale will be low, and that right there is actually a better advantage for you. So it's never really good to set up a line of scrimmage when an enemy has a really good fortification to able to retreat and recover, which is one of the biggest problems we were having with the city here. So here we had to build a blockade in this area, but this strategy here, when you take mountain pass that they cannot cross, and this is the only access point, this is called a pincher move. So what you're doing is you're forcing the enemy to come one way, and you're setting up blockades on both left and right hand side, which is only allowing them to go one way, so they can't really push hard. They have to focus on one, while your other people are going to be set up from left and right, because if they push into the blockade, you retreat back, let them get stuck in the blockade so they can't move, and then at that moment you're going to attack them from both sides. And this is what they usually call a pincher. Pincher is literally you take an enemy and you hit them from both sides. Now in the game there's no angle advantage, but it does help. So if they start from here, right, and they want to go here to attack your squad, you move your squad one back, here, and then what's going to happen is they're going to get stuck on the blockade, which is going to reduce their stamina as well as their morale. And then you're going to be able to come in here with another ally hitting them on two sides. So that way they can't really do anything. Or you can do what is called a web net, or what's the proper word for it? I'm trying to remember what it's called. A web. It's kind of like a webbing, but it's more like a net. I think it's called a net, a trap net. So what you do is you set up blockades, and when they come and push, you're gonna move backwards for any assaults that come in there. They're gonna get stuck, and you're gonna move away. So once they come here, you're gonna set this up, and you're gonna force them to come, and eventually you get them stuck in there, and where they have to kill the blockades to be able to get through, which is gonna make them waste stamina, and that right there is very important. So the more stamina they waste, the less they're likely to stay in battle. Sorry, long day at work. I apologize for yawning, but it's really, you want the blockades kind of to waste energy, because every assault they will have about, I think max is 145. I think it's 145 or 135, give or take. Let's look at my Gilgamesh team here. Okay, so siege damage, 144. So 144, that's the max siege damage that you'll get on a regular assault unit. So with that, you're able to actually hit, and it'll take about For level 1, it's 1 attack, so it's gonna be 15 stamina for that. But for a strong blockade like this, that has 400, that's gonna be very hard for them to do. It's gonna take 3, which is gonna take up to 45 stamina. That right there is very costly to an assault unit, and especially if they try to attack with the siege. They're not gonna try to attack with a siege. Here, let me move this camera a little down here. Up. And move it up. Okay, they're not gonna attack with a siege because one, their siege units are gonna be all fall down. They're gonna just die and perish, and they're not gonna risk. If they do attack with a siege on the blockade with your assault units there, they're not very experienced and they don't know what they're doing. You want to be able to save your siege units for when they wipe out your assaults. It's important to wipe out the assaults first, then send your siege in to attack. And if there's an arrow tower, if it's level 1, it's not bad. If it's level 2, you can kind of manage it. But level 3 and higher, you want assaults to take out the tower, because it's going to be a big problematic with your siege. It's going to do a lot of damage, and it's unnecessary for siege units to die like that. So as we progress forward here, I think we might be able to make it, maybe. As we progress forward, we always want to think about what areas are good, what strongholds points. Like if we look around here, we have a mountain pass. So if we set up a blockade, if they fight back, if we set a blockade coming all the way down here, then they're going to have a pretty hard time. We actually don't even need to do a full line. You can actually just go over here and do the mid line up to 5, because the NPC of them moving, they would have to manually move it here, and you can actually attack them here manually. And it's going to cost them stamina anyways, because they would have to move up and then over, which would be about 30 stamina. That's a really hard loss to do. Not a lot of people like to do that. It would actually be quite difficult to do that, so not highly recommended at all. So let's go back here. What I'm gonna do is, so here's something that there was a recent video on Rise of Warlord, and it's called line of sight. So line of sight is literally this little bubble here. It's like a lighter color bubble, and there is a fog of war similar. Now the fog of war is not gonna cover any. So sorry. It's been a long week and I've been working a lot. So the line of sight is only going to show what's around that bubble, but in the fog of war, it will show structures. It will show captured tiles. It will not show units. So what you want to do is, if you have a fog of war, you want to move your siege units. Here, I'm just going to give you guys an example. You want to move your siege units, all of them are marched, so I'm gonna have to wait. But pretty much you want to move your siege unit right here, and with that, you're gonna hide them in the fog of war. They're not gonna be able to see it unless they get very close, or they march, or they pass by it, and they suddenly caught a glimpse. If, let's say, they're active and they're watching their units move like this, the whole hour or whatever they're doing, they're going like this. Most likely they're not gonna see it. You can't play hide and seek in this game. It is kind of fun. All of a sudden you ran in, like yesterday I found a lot of siege units by the city, behind the city, of all things, behind the city. Didn't realize they were there until I got very close enough, and I saw one, and then I saw a lot of them, and I just started knocking them out like dominoes from one side to the next, just going boop, 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 and going around to the other side and just knocking them out, doo, 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 and watching them all scurry and run around. It's fun. It's a lot of fun knocking out those siege units. I gotta admit, it's very good. I mean, I'm doing an updated build right now with my Gilgamesh team. Let's see if I used it. Let's see here. Ah, here it is. Yeah. But those are all weak. I want to be able to show you guys some love. It would be let's see if I can find it. Bum. Oh, by the way, let's give out the nice gift code. What am I talking about here? Making sure it's loaded. Okay. Alright, everybody, here's the next gift code right there. Get it while it's hot. Get it while it's hot. First come, first serve. That's what it's all about. There goes my dog again. Alright, so we got that going, and we're gonna put it for 5 seconds, and then we'll take off the gift code. Let's see here. Ah, level 8. Will this have the build in here? No, this is still using the old build, but it's a good way of looking at it. I've changed my Athena build. I changed my Leonidas build. I actually think I think the new build's gonna be a lot better. We'll see. We have to test it out. I will test it out once I get to the level 8 lands, and then we'll send our Gilgamesh to wipe those out and clean them up. This is our old build. So what I notice here is that sometimes it's not even worth it getting skills that are not like 50% or up. They don't do anything sometimes for the whole battle. Like, you're taking a risk, but there are some skills that are like 35 chance that are worth it. Like, they really do help a lot. So let's look at here. Athena's hitting with magic damage. That's pretty good damage. Boom. Hitting here. Sorry. Alright, hitting here. We're going to here. They're going to use Ice Trap again. Gaining resistance. Here comes Athena. Use a Majestic Blow. See, that? There you go, that Destiny Path hit. This was an okay build. I feel like it could be a lot better. There's a lot better in there, and I built a little bit better. We just need to get to the path, and I'll be able to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. We'll solo a level 8 land. There. Once we get up to here, I think there's a level 8 here. It's a level 7. Well, actually, we're just gonna use it right here. I think we should be able to get in there. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, no. And unfortunately, it's not gonna show you guys. Should I take the risk? That's a level 10. That is a big level 10. I guess somebody's like outside playing around or something. My dogs are like going crazy right now. I'll be right back. Let me take care of them. Give me a second, everyone. Give me a second. Sorry, everybody. I am back. Had to tell my dogs, shh, quiet, quiet. It's okay. They're just dogs. So, let's see what we can do here. So the whole principle that I was trying to do when you keep your front line here, you have to set up what it's called a good area of safety for your people. Now you want to get rid of the docks, the enemy tiles, because you don't want them to mobilize there or even to get there and then start claiming tiles and coming back. It can get nasty pretty well. So when you do conquer somebody else's city, make sure you wipe all the tiles away, because it can really, and they'll hide tiles. Let me tell you, let's go to an area real quick. Let's show you guys something here. So we had this, and they were clever. I gotta admit, those Oriental people, very clever. Very clever, because I didn't even notice it until I was moving around one day. And okay, so here we go. You had fort. Around here, they were hiding. They were hiding a base up here. I didn't notice it until I went up, and I was like, wait a minute. What is this? And then I started to look around. I think it's still here. Let me see if I can find it. As you can see, I'm used to, like, look, they'll be hiding in the most random places. Okay, we captured that. That's a stronghold here. Where are we? I'm lost somewhere in the map. Okay, we're right here, right? When I saw this, I literally started laughing, because I was like, man, the kind of effort somebody has to put in to make sure their stuff is hidden, it's quite admirable. Are we? I gotta make sure I'm still on Egypt side. Okay. Let's see if I can still find it. No. It was somewhere around here. Maybe they gave up the land, because we did capture that person. We took him as a prisoner. And that's a good question. What do you get when you make somebody a prisoner? You get a good place, you know. And by the way, here's a gift code, guys, right there. I don't know if I gave that gift code already. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I think I did. I'm gonna give another gift code, because I know I've been a little slow on these. So pretty much the moral of the story is the guy was hiding in the mountains, somewhere in like remote here. He had a camp there, and it was surprising. We found it. But we found it, but we left it there because it was too much of a pain to make a path and road to go all the way, and we locked them out of the gate. So we're like, oh, forget it, just leave it there. They might have given it up because they wouldn't be able to mobilize to that area. So it was really worth it. We took a person for a prisoner. He sat in front of the gate. That was Tapwater, who you probably heard about him in earlier videos. He's part of Thunder, and we were able to take over him. Here, let me put in that other gift code right now, because I was a little late for that one. Here we go. Bam. And here's the other gift code right there, people. So, we took him for prisoner. I think he's no longer our prisoner. I think he reset it or quit. That happens. You shouldn't just quit. You could just join the alliance that capture you, or you know, you can move, you can restart and move to a new location, unless that alliance has taken all over your country. It's a little bit hard, a little bit difficult when you're losing the whole map. Yeah. Sorry, it feels good to be king for the day. Feels good for the king. Today we are king. Tomorrow we could be a peasant. But then again, we could be a peasant today and then a king tomorrow. Life is just works in all kind of funny ways. You never know what you're gonna get. You never know what you're gonna get with life. I'm telling you, folks, you never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes, you know, you look at things and, you know, it just turns completely opposite what you want. Life can be a little bit difficult. You know, I think I need more sleep too. I'm a little exhausted, but I'll catch up on the weekends. I always do. And maybe I need to start taking some afternoon naps. Maybe before I stream, I'll probably have to set up a time to take some naps, because man, oh man, I've been exhausted. Wow, talking about this. But this game has been absolutely fun. And I gotta be honest with something. You know, you hear us talking about Lord of the Rings, and you hear us talk about Rise of Warlord, and you know, I have fun with both. But to be honest with you, Rise of Warlord is so much fun. I gotta admit. It is, I have more fun with Rise of Warlord than Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is beautiful, and it's fun to play as a theme base, but Rise of Warlord keeps me active. I mean, always constantly planning, always constantly conquering. I mean, if you look at the map of Lord of the Rings compared to the map of Rise of Warlord, there's just so much things to do in Rise of Warlord as far as city, taking over stuff. It's just constantly, very constantly, things to do. Orders, planning, taking over enemy squares. I feel in Lord of the Rings is not so much as a team effort. I feel in Lord of the Rings it's more of an individual effort. How do I say this? And they're both fun games, don't get me wrong, it's stuff like this. But I'm gonna say a couple of reasons why I like Rise of Warlord over Lord of the Rings. In Lord of the Rings, I feel like I'm the champion. That my alliance and other people in there, or people there, they don't really matter as much as long as I pull the weight. Like, everyone could be a little behind, as long as I'm pulling the weight and I'm there, and I'm you know, everyone knows, and I'm beating the enemies, and I'm able to hold everybody else, and I'm able to get massive amount of commanders and able to beat people down, that I'm winning. But in games like Rise of Warlord, it's not like that. I can't be alone. I need my alliance members. I need cooperations with allies. Like, it's not easy. You cannot be an all-star. You can conquer maybe level 3, level 4s, possibly level 5 on your own, but level 6 will take you a couple of days. Forget level 7. You're not going to take it on your own. But it is truly hard to be an all-star here in this game, and that's what I love about it. It is a team effort. You have to do the best you can to work with everybody, to conquer cities, to plan, to set time. You know, I was a little sloppy in the beginning, but at least, you know, I got my act together. I was able to set up orders. You know, most important things to do is set up orders and really have good members who took part of that, and I'm very thankful for that. But that's what keeps me active. Oh, and the battles. I feel in Lord of the Rings, the battles, you can easily get them done. Easily get them done, win that advantage, push through, boom, it's over. But in Rise of Warlord, the battles are intense. It's like a tug of war. Like, literally, you have people who are way stronger than you, but if you have numbers and you're able to do it right, you can keep going forward. We proved that with our battle with Thunder, facing the whales, able to regain our gains. Now, these guys, they throw money at this game over and over, and we're still winning. We're still taking advantage because we're using our head, and we're taking advantage of what the game offers us, and we're abusing that system, and we understand that there is time frames. So one of the biggest things that I like about Rise of Warlord that's not in Lord of the Rings is called time frames. So in Rise of Warlord, there's tons of time frames. Like, you need to get this stuff done in this X amount of period of time, otherwise your enemy's gonna get back over there. In Lord of the Rings, time frames don't really exist. I can say that. It's more like if you're going in a large scale battle, there's not really that much time frames because the camps are so nearby, and they use a different system than Rise of Warlord as far as injuries. In Rise of Warlord, once you go back into a camp or a home or mobilize into a city, your troops automatically recover. In Lord of the Rings, you have to recover in your main base the injureds, and there's no way around that to restore them. And that right there, you know, it just limits you. So there's no real time frames. It's about how much you can, it's whoever can outlast the other person, and it's usually the person with the more commanders that's well more trained wins the game. You know, that's the big difference for that. But here, it's all about how quickly you can mobilize, how quickly can you get from point A to point B, how much damage you can deal per minute, and in an hour, how much damage can you do as a whole. That's what I like about Rise of Warlord. It's really about strategizing together as one to overconquer the odds. And we're big here about conquering the odds. It's one of the things that we love to do. Is like the story of David and Goliath. You know, David was weak, Goliath was this big, strong man. But David came up, you know, who is this shepherd boy, while Goliath was this war chief who was like all covered in all the best equipment, the weapons and stuff like that. And this guy just took a freaking slingshot and killed Goliath. Whoop, whoop. And it's not a slingshot that you saw. Like, he took a sling, wrapped around, started rocking that rope. That you can't get any more poorer than that, my friend. And he swung that rock and went, wow! And smacked in the head, and down Goliath goes. Was he stronger than Goliath? No. Was he taller than Goliath? No. Did he have a warrior background behind? No. But he did have one thing. He had faith. And in a game like this, you gotta have faith that your teammates are gonna be there. You're gonna be there, and I hope to God, you know, and sometimes, and I gotta give a call out to one of our stronger members who took a lot of part in the beginning, but not right now anymore. They're, you know, getting breaks. Pharaoh and Lazo, two of the strongest members we had in our alliance. They haven't been around for a while, but we really, and by the way, let me give out a gift code while we're talking here, and let me move up my road, and I'll explain in a moment why we do the things we do, why we keep changing the people up. I'll explain that in a moment. So they took a part and they were winning, and every time we see them, we're like, yeah, you know, the big heroes. And it got to a point where we were counting on them too much, and it was making the alliance a little bit slack. So I had everybody train just to be as strong as they were. And we did. We accomplished that because fortunately for us, that just a good thing I did that ahead of time, because once we got into Olympus, Lazo and Pharaoh kind of disappeared on us. And our biggest, stronger players kind of disappeared on us. So luckily we had our weaker players at the time become stronger, and we became brutally good because we started practicing with each other. We started training each other, because unlike the veterans that were with us in the beginning, who were really powerful, the other people who were joining me, who were just starting off, who never played this game, that was able to take a part, they were able to train with us, and we were able to learn each other's moves. So now I don't even have to give commands, which, by the way, one of the biggest things you can use is the Discord voice channel. Wonderful tool to use in a game like this. Really plan out your strategy when you're live battling, when you're going forward, when you need to switch it up. It's a really good tool to use when you're doing these kind of games, for either games like Lord of the Rings or Rise of Warlord. They're really good games, and these games are actually quite wonderful because they definitely give you 100%, to what is necessary for you to move forward with your alliance. I love Rise of Warlord because it really has a sense of family and community. among your alliance. Yes, I say family because you argue, you fight with your family. Sometimes they can, you know, piss you off, but in the end, you work together and you love it and you work it out. And if they don't really blend well with you or match well, guess what? You leave. And if you don't really blend well with them, you leave. You join somebody else until you find something that matches you. And that's what I always love about games like Rise of Warlord, that really has a community sense. I'm gonna try to do that with more Lord of the Rings. We're trying to build up our alliance, but right now I'm just dominating Lord of the Rings. When you guys see those videos, you're gonna see exactly what I mean. It's absurd how far I got so quickly in such little time. I guess really learning beta made the game really easy. I will be releasing guides for those too, because I'm no longer the good guides, and apparently the bad guys you have to play completely different as far as building up, and I'm gonna show you guys that too. I'll release a beginning guide for evil. Or I should go for the Dark Factions. Actually, that's not a bad title. But it's really like games like Rise of Warlord that really takes a good part. And I really enjoy playing this game. I really did. I didn't expect to have as much fun as I did, or even get to first place. To be honest, we were told. I'm gonna tell you a little story here. Hey, how do you think? Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome for the gift codes. We always love it. And you know, we always think. And I was told. Okay, let me share a story here. Another story. I like sharing stories. You guys listening? You like listening to my stories? I like sharing them. So when I first started in this server, you know, the company approached me, wanted me to make content for server 9. And I go, okay, and you know, their expectations were low, and my expectations were low because we're a new alliance. I'm not a veteran player. I wasn't playing for months. I was playing for, I think, like less than a month when the new season came out. Like server 8 just came out, like maybe a little bit like way before I did, and I was playing for like 2 weeks, and then server 9 was announced. So when I started on server 9, I really started kind of like a new player. You know, I had no experience in that much, and I loved the game and I wanted to do it, and the company believed in me to start, you know, making quality content. And we didn't have an expectation. I didn't know I was going to be first place. I don't even think my alliance knew that we were going to reach first and we were going to be as high as we are now. I don't think any of us. We were like, you know, long we are in the top 3, we were good. It'll be nice to know what topic is before we join the live stream. I mean, right now this is a random conversation. Earlier I was talking about how to set up your frontline defense and how to conquest, but we're just having some fun. That's how it is. But yeah, we were actually coming on here, and I was looking at this right here, and I was like, you know, if I can make it to the top 3, I would be more than happy. And there were some really good alliances, like Purgatory, Thunder, First Legion, some really expert alliances that were there in other servers before us, like Server 6 and Server 5 and Server 7 and Server 8. I didn't think, and Frostmourne, they were older alliance. I didn't think that we were gonna get up to number 1. I was like, we're brand new. I barely know what I'm doing. I just know how to lead. That's all I knew how to do in games. I know how to give direction. I know how to plan strategy. I know how to lead. So if I could get the members, maybe we'll do number 3. I didn't expect us to get number 1. We started doing so well. It was so shocking that I couldn't believe how far we got, and I still can't believe every time I look at that scoreboard. Hey, okay, how you doing there? Every time I look at that scoreboard, I get so shocked. So shocked. I just couldn't believe we are as ahead. If anything, I thought we were gonna be, if we got to first place, I thought we were gonna be tied. But man, we are dominating our points. We're almost to 50 cities. We're like 15,000 points ahead. Good job, Leanna. Yes, that's very true. While we're ahead and dominating the server, a lot of people from other lines are just gonna stop playing. I mean, at this point, if we even get 100K, doesn't matter who gets Pantheon. If we don't even get Pantheon, we still win. I think Pantheon only gives you about like 25,000. I mean, sorry, 250,000. You know, I don't know. See, I'm hoping we can pick up some of those old Purgatory members and some of the Thunder members. But you know, I think I gotta be honest. If we capture Lorraine, I think her pride may be hurt and she may quit. Bro, it's because you joined Yorick, duh. Of course we couldn't do it without you. We couldn't do it without anybody. I mean, you're our Siege Queen. So we gotta give you that title. Siege Queen. There you go. You have the title. You bring in those 10 sieges. You go ahead. You bring the artillery. You send out the bolting of hot rockets and everything like that. You definitely do a good job on that. We couldn't have done it without you. You too, okay. You do an excellent job with us. Well-balanced guy right there. You always been able to supply the assault. Your motivation for warmongering has been always inspiring. I'm here like, hey guys, let's take it easy. And the whole entire time in the beginning, OK23 was like, I want war! I want blood! Give me that cup! Is this blood? This is alcohol! That's not my enemy's blood! Never! And it's true. You went from rank 100 as a newbie, never played this game ever, and you're actually in 5th? Yeah, you're in 5th right now. And that's incredible. You know, of course, I haven't been, you know, influenced my stuff. I'm gonna be up there once we get some downtime. I mean, for the love of God, I can't take a break at all. Every time I'm like this, I get like messages from Discord. Gabe, come on, Gabriel, we need you. They're here. I need your Gilgamesh. Please send Gilgamesh. We need his help. It is all about getting those docks. Let me tell you, they help super fast. I mean, they help traveling super fast. Super fast. And I gotta admit, my top leaders, OK23, Payne, you guys are doing an excellent job. You guys are really getting it hard in there and doing a wonderful way. By the way, here's another gift code. Let me throw that out there. I think, yeah, I haven't given that gift code yet. So, you guys are really doing a great job. It really is awesome. A lot of you guys are probably wondering, Gabe, why are you marching the way are you marching? Why are you taking the back unit and always moving front? Well, that's a good question. I'm going to answer that question now. The reason why we do this formation when we're making roads with assault units, it's so that if anybody who comes in front of me tries to attack the head of the line, my back people can push forward and it doesn't drain my morale. My morale, as you can see, everybody's morale is still 108, and we started from here and we moved on here. The reason why how we keep our morale that way is because we're always constantly doing that, and it doesn't affect morale as heavily, and we're able to recover in a good amount of time. Always make sure we're sweeping. Sweeping is when you're cleaning up lands that you don't use anymore. By the way, for people who don't know how to make roads, this is actually a perfect example of how to make that road. It's always awesome to make roads like this. So this is how I pave roads. It's very effective. You're able to do it. You're able to keep your good at defense. It's a nice. I also put siege in there. Sometimes you can get like a good combo and just keep going and going and going, and you can travel so far that when you look back, you're like, where am I? I'm lost. Let me look at the map. Oh, I'm already there. Everyone, I know you get that. I know you all have that moment where you're looking and you're making that map and you get lost. And then sometimes you have to go like this. You're like, where am I? Oh, I'm right there. Oh, okay. Been lacking on influence the whole server. Now seems like a break from a war a little, and I'm gonna use it to farm. Yeah, go ahead, farm. I'm gonna do that once I get over here, capture this guy, and we're able to get like to Lorraine, which actually Lorraine is not that far. She actually is pretty far. Yeah, we're gonna start building, capturing them. We may go, I don't know, maybe if you guys want to, we can go at this. I mean, it's not really a big deal. It's a capital building. It has no significant, but I think after we catch Arsen, actually, we might not be able to have to pave that whole way. I think he has a lot of tiles that go over here. We might be able to save time with him. Let's see here. Apocalypse. Rain. We'll figure it out. We're gonna see. I think he does have some tiles around here somewhere. So if we capture him, I think it might help out a lot. Definitely we got some Lorraine here. Look at that. Nabby tried to come earlier and we were able to stop him. That's right, we were able to put a stop where like this. Halt there, sir! You shall not pass here. Let me see your driver's license and registration. Do you have permission to use this dock? Sir, you don't belong here. We taking that wolf. Yeah, just waiting on you. I think you guys are taking the dock, is that correct? You know, getting that dock all cleared out. You know, I'm so far ahead, I don't even know where I'm at anymore. Where are you? There you go. What, Gilgamesh? Come on, Gilgamesh, take the tile, man. Take the tile. Take the tile, man. No point in standing around, you know what I mean? If you stand around, you can't do anything. So back to what I was saying about the Alliance. You know, I love this conversation where we talk about, you know, how much we were started small. I didn't expect we were going to conquer all of Egypt, too, but I thought season 1 would be way over when we conquer Egypt. I'm actually enjoying myself. Are you guys enjoying yourself? This season 1 has been amazing. We are doing way good. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you, it's been really amazing. And we had things against us too, like losing King to First Legion. You know, I'm still debating if that was a good choice to let him jump over. It's okay. You can't look back. Sometimes you're just gonna have to lose members. You know, sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes, you know, just to make your alliance stronger, just to get, you know, things your way, you're gonna have to make those kind of. What are you doing? Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Sometimes you're gonna have to, you know, do. Let's see where you guys are at actually on the dock. Got to make sacrifices. It's all about deals. Like somebody once say, it's the art of the deal. You know, if you know the art of the deal, you're able to get everything. It's like the art of war. Everything's like a war going. You know, you're gonna have to really take forward and look at that. Yeah, once you guys take over that dock, make sure to wipe out those camps. Those are not good camps that leave there, I think. And you're gonna have to wipe out those as well. Let's see if there's any hidden camps over here. Oh, there's a hidden block right here. Oh, but that guy is over. I don't know who he is. Oh, we actually have Nippo over here too. Red Pur. Look at that. Level 4 right here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to be like that. God, you guys are really taking it. You didn't need that many people. Hope you know that. Hope you guys know you didn't need that many people for a little dock. That is overkill, okay? Look at all those people heading to that poor little dock. What did that dock do to you, huh? What did that dock do to you? Did he insulted your rock? Did he tell you you're in a hard place, stuck between a rock and a hard place? Let's give out another gift code. Not true. If you're gonna bring an army, you're gonna bring an army. You know what I say? You know what I mean? You're gonna bring that army, you gotta bring that army good. Alright, and I think this is the last gift code of the day. Gotta make sure my Discord is here. Alright, let's give out, this is the last last code. And somebody told me I gotta change the Discord. Let me change that for you guys so that way you guys are able to get in there, because apparently we're not doing a good job in making sure you guys get those links. Okay. Let me make sure you guys get that. Boom. Bam! There you guys go. There's the new Discord link to the Rise of the Warlord Discord. That way you guys will be able to have fun with that. Today is more of a slow day. It is Wednesday, guys. It is hump day. We're all feeling the drag and everything like that. We just need to be able to sleep, relax. We have 1 day left out of the month. Man, 1 day left out of the month. Wow. What a thing. And I think the event for the live stream is going to be ending on the 4th, if I remember correctly. I can look at that too. Definitely going there. You know, and thank you for everybody who supported the channel. I look every time at my videos, you know, and I see like, I'm seeing 50 plus people looking at it, sometimes 100 plus, and the video is only like a day old, and I'm like, bravo! Oh, by the way, guys, I want to celebrate something, right? So everyone likes to celebrate whatever their benchmarks. I don't really have benchmarks. I'm just going to say what I have. But I did reach 35,000 views. So that means 35,000 people have viewed my channel so far. And I have reached, I think it's 210 subscribers. So I gotta say thank you guys for all the support. We're loving it, man. Keep on doing it. Keep on following. Like, subscribe. Tell your friends to like and subscribe. We're just all loving it. I have to tell you what, this channel has grown so much in the past month. It is unbelievable. I can't believe it. But thank you for everybody who's giving me the support. We are growing super fast. I know it's from the Rise of the Warlord community and the Lord of the Rings community. You guys are awesome. I will be helping both of you guys out for a very long time. And we're gonna have so much fun. So many seasons to go, because we had season 1 and yes, there's season 2, but season 1 is gonna determine the fate of the Ultimate Alliance. I hope we win that one. I think we qualified already. We do have our season reward. I think, let me look at this. Let's go to Conquer. You're gonna go here. And then we're gonna go here. Yeah, I think we won our ruler of the land. We got our ruler of the land because we took over Cairo, and we don't have Pantheon yet. So our next target is gonna be Posidia, which we're gonna need somebody to do it. Thank you, Solo. Thank you. Bless you. Now, here you go. Here's the last gift code of the day, guys. Enjoy the last gift code of the day. I want to make sure that is the last gift code of the day, so I don't have any repeats. Yes, that would be the last gift code of the day. right there. So enjoy that Alaska code. Thank you. Yes, I made it to 200 subscribers, and I made it to 35,000 views so far on the channel. And this channel has only been around for, I mean, we had it set a while back ago, but we didn't do anything with it. We were just prepping it. But since we started streaming live and active on this, it's been about almost 2 months. We went from 0 views all the way up to 35,000. That just shows the great support everybody give me. I'm glad everybody's enjoying myself. I'm even shocked. I was like, wow, 35,000 views. That's a lot in 2 months. It took me in Twitch, when I used to do live active Twitch, it took me to get 35,000 in about 4 months, I believe, double that time. So that's really good. Remember us when it began? Of course, I'm gonna remember you guys. You guys are amazing. I'm still gonna be around. We're gonna still give you quality content. We're gonna play together. You guys are gonna play the games with me. Man, I'm telling you what, we're gonna play a lot of games. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna enjoy the season. And for my Lions that are watching, we are gonna be taking up a level 9 city soon. I'm gonna have you guys pave the way for it. We need to be able to do that by next week, by the end of next week. So I hope you guys are ready. Right now we're going to be focusing on this week and this weekend on just capturing and taking over Thunder. So that way we can just be able to breathe a little bit, because right now it's a little scary and we do not know what's going to happen to us if we took a break. That's why you have to hold the front lines, guys, because if you don't hold the front lines and you actually let up just a little bit, next thing you know, you wake up in the morning and your whole front yard is trash. Somebody pooped on there. It looks like they destroyed all your bushes. You know, it's not friendly. You know, when somebody just wake up in the morning thinking you could rest, and next thing you know, your front yard is all messed up because your neighbor who's so pissed off at you decided to mess it up because they got tired of it. I never had a front yard. Well, I had a front yard, but I never had that happen to me. But I can only imagine how frustrating that would be. Somebody out there is watching this video and be like, you don't even know. You don't even know. I'm going to get Rick back one day. I'm going to get that guy. I'm going to get Rick back. It's always Rick. You notice that anybody who ever causes trouble or damage to the property, they always have a name like Rick or Bobby or John. Never like a Sam. You know, Sam never does that. He's a pretty chill guy. Or Dan. Dan never does that. You know, Dan's always the guy who you go in and get the special plants from. Or Nick. Nick is always the guy that's always in trouble. You got captured when you made an account in my server. Who captured you? Was it us? Was it one of us? I can let you go right now. Hold on. Let me see. I hope it's not one of us. What's your in-game name? So what's your in-game name? I'll let you go right now. And I apologize that sometimes my people get a little bit, you know, touchy-feely. Solo twist. Ah, right here. Yeah, we get pretty crazy. I wonder who captured you, though. They're not supposed to capture new players unless, you know... how do I release somebody? You know, that's a good question. how do I release somebody from being captured? I want to invite you into the guild, so I'm gonna do that. What I'm gonna do is, let me look at my log here. When I first played it, I didn't even get to capture anything. I apologize that. Don't worry, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna make sure you're fresh and go. They're not supposed to capture new players unless under. Was this today? When I first played, I didn't get to capture anything. No, you meant in server 10. Well, we're gonna invite you in the lines anyways. You'll be protected. I wonder who captured you. I gotta figure that out. And I think, let me see something here. How do you let somebody go? Well, good thing is we'll protect you and all the other stuff like that. You're free to do whatever you want. I gotta look into that. How to release somebody from prison. I've never been captured, so I never had to release anybody. But we'll definitely get you started. I apologize for that. You know, I keep telling people not to capture new bases unless absolutely 100% necessary. But sometimes these guys, they just get crazy. I mean, capture is in their blood. Let me ask my officers how to let you go, and we'll do. But meanwhile, by the way, even if you're captured, right, you're still able to capture land. You're still able to do everything normal. And you will be able to be set free. I think there's like a fee or something like that you can pay with resources, and we'll be able to do that. So anyways, well, don't worry, we'll fix that part later. So anyways, like I was saying before, you know, it's a lot of fun when you're able to do things like be an alliance and able to join each other. And, you know, you got to get a lot of things together when you're coming with your members. You have to do your sign rolls. You have to be able to get into it. And we're going to take over some prisoners. Like, I think we're going to dominate the server. We definitely got the humongous reward for our season 1. We got Ruler of the Land. So, I think we need to get another one. And then we should be pretty fine. Everything should be pretty good. So, I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna do a lot of things on this channel. You know, I didn't expect to grow as much, but we're definitely gonna do a lot more. What money is getting better for me, so I'll be able to do a little bit more costumes, better lighting, maybe perk it up and get more entertaining. For people who saw the Lord of the Rings last video I released, I did a voiceover and the camera thing. I'm learning like little tricks in there, you know. I'm doing the best I can. You know what I mean? I'm doing the best I can. Well, guys, it is literally that 1 hour mark, and as you know, we only do the streams for 1 hour. Thank you all for joining. Solo, we'll talk later. I'll send you a message. I added you as a friend in game. We'll try to sort that out, and I'll talk with everybody about that. But everyone, thank you so much. It's going to be absolutely amazing. We're going to have a lot of good times. And yeah, look forward, because this week we're going to be doing a lot of capturing. We're going to be doing a lot of content. You know, I love sharing stories with everybody. It's been It's been great. I'm gonna ask around about the whole prison situation and how it works, because you know, I really don't know the system too well when it comes to the prisoners. I just captured them and like let them stay there for a while, but I know you can get released and everything like that, so we'll definitely do that. All right, everybody, thank you so much for the day. I highly appreciate it, everybody. I thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your support. I really do appreciate it. We really do have a lot of fun in here. I definitely need to get more sleep, though. I can tell you that. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. You all have a blessed day. See you later. We'll all see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. See you now.